The biggest antique centre in Europe is developing the biggest antiques website in the world.
Richard,
Nice to meet you.
very good to see
Good to
you.
see you.
Rob, it's always good to see you.
Hello,
Why are
David.
you looking so smart?
Well, you've come. put a tie on.
He's normally in his motorbike gear, isn't he? He's always touring
Absolutely.
somewhere. Now, Richard, you are developing, or have developed, what Rob is describing as the biggest, best, grandest, most expensive antique website in Europe, if not the world, Rob.
Sure. Yes, we've worked. Robert and Hemswell have had a website presence since 2001, so very early adopter. So we've had the pleasure of, with TJS, for working with Robert.
Who's TGS?
So TJS is my company.
It's you.
TJS.co.uk. We've been we're a local company, but have clients all over the world.
Okay, good.
So we do a lot of e-commerce websites, of which Robert's is a very successful, innovative example of a good e-commerce site.
What makes Robert's website at Helmswell the biggest, greatest, grandest in the world? What does it do that other antique websites don't do?
That's a very good question. It's the $1 million question, because
I think it's cost about $1 million,
year,
hasn't it?
every
It's a
year,
lot of money.
Google
Yeah.
keep moving the goalposts. Google represent a huge percentage of our traffic around the world, not just in the UK. So we have to keep making sure we're at the cutting edge of what Google are wanting. So in answer to your question, the best thing that we can do is make sure that the website ticks all the boxes for
Right.
Google, and obviously the users.
And what does that mean when you say tick all the boxes? So somebody searches obelisks
Yeah.
behind us. We've got samurai, armour there. You're saying that Helmswell will be there, top
Yeah,
of the
basically.
list. That's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, so Google only cares about people on a mobile phone.
Is it really? Is it really
really
that
is
mobile?
just mobile friendly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So we've got to make sure that even in rural Lincolnshire, where we are at the moment, with very little signal, that your website loads super fast.
And it does. It's fantastically quick.
Right.
It's this new
Yeah.
site that's only been launched a week now.
I've seen it, Rob. I mean, it is all singing and dancing. I mean, everybody knows of in the antiques trade, thesaleroom.com. Right, auction. It's all about auctions. You're really at that level now, but it's all about antique centres. Because this is the biggest antique centre in Europe. It's going to be one of the biggest in the world, of course.
I'm sure it is, but I think it's the quality of the photographs, isn't it?
Yes,
And the
it is.
description that is the most important.
Well, but you've got your own photographic studio. I've seen that.
Yeah.
And that's fabulous. But the website itself is, what is it doing, Richard? Is it working? Is it churning away in the background, getting Helmswell right
Yeah,
up there?
absolutely. Yes, we're getting hundreds of thousands of people every month visit the website, and we have to make sure that we give them the best possible experience. That means making sure that, as Robert said, that the product photography is beautiful, that the antiques are easy to find and nicely categorised. So we're just doing everything we can to make the user experience as easy as possible.
Right. It's not easy to buy, easy to sell
Yeah.
for the dealers here at Helmswell.
Yeah, and we've got to consider as well that the UK represents a big proportion of our visitors, but we have visitors from all over the world every single day. Japan, China, US, or Taiwan. We're getting visitors everywhere. And
Are you talking about foot visitors or website
no,
visitors?
website visitors.
Website as
And
well.
the
I do
website,
know you get a lot of.
But what we're trying to do is we're trying to people look at the website, and from the website come in and buy.
Right,
And
because-
visitors increasing foot traffic through the front door, which is really important as well as the
yeah.
Of course it is. So it's a double whammy. You're selling online all over the world, and you're drawing viewers from all over the world to visit you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's worth it because it's enormous. You've got loads of car parking,
Yeah.
2 restaurants, so it's worth the visit. You've
You
even
need
got a
a whole
connection
day.
with a hotel, haven't you?
We've got Hemswell Court over the road.
Yeah.
You need to have a day here.
Or more,
Full
I
day.
would say.
And some of our buyers that are coming in now are spending 3 days buying.
Right.
So it's really important that you give the time and don't just come and do it in an afternoon because you'll never get around it.
And do you have a percentage? Have you worked out the percentages of sales online compared to walk-ins
At the moment, it's around 10%
online?
online,
What do you want to get that to?
35 to 40%.
Wow,
If
and
we can.
that would be huge numbers.
Yeah, but when you consider that whilst the website is growing every single day, the web team are adding photos and products every day, the dealers, we've empowered the dealers to make it easy for them to add product.
Right.
We still only have a small proportion of products online that you see in the centres itself.
So what are those percentages? So online, what percentage of the stock at Helmswell is online?
Less than 10%.
No, because I've looked at the website, I look at it regularly, and there's a huge quantity.
It was a 9,000 items. online.
So we're trying to break in or break out. It's one of your dealers, Rob.
Putting something on the wall.
I think you must be hanging a picture.
So yeah, there's about 9,000 items, but we're trying to put more and more on.
9,000 where? Online.
On the website
Wow.
itself. Yeah.
Meaning then there's 100,000 objects for sale here. More.
Easily.
There's probably nearly a million items.
Million items. Anyone who hasn't been here needs to try and get an idea of the size of this place.
Yeah.
And we've done videos about the size. I'm going to do another one actually, to give an idea, because there are 4 units.
There's 4 buildings.
Yeah.
Just over 68,000 square feet of sale rooms.
Yeah, of stock like this.
And
It's
everywhere is
yeah.
full.
Okay. So what's the dream then, Richard, for you as the web developer? Rob's one of your biggest clients. What is the joint dream, let's say in a year's time?
The dream is to get more product online. We've made it as easy as possible for the dealers. We're bringing them with us. We can't do it without the dealers. So we've made it as easy as possible for them to add product.
So the dealers are getting involved. They have
Yes.
access to the back room
Absolutely.
of the website,
Yeah.
which saves you a lot of work and effort, because you employ how many people?
50 people.
50 people here. You don't want to be employing another 5. So let the dealers put their own stock on. These are active
Yeah.
dealers
It's
uploading their own
It's
images.
all policed.
Yeah.
Everything's policed.
What do you mean
What's going-
policed?
So we check and make sure it is what they're bringing in.
Okay.
And we're now, there's how many syllables is it they having to put in?
What,
Without
to be able
loading onto the web?
Oh, we basically we're trying to enforce that dealers put very good descriptions
Okay,
on.
good.
Imagine
Yeah.
that Google, if you type something in, Google
Yeah.
will give you a result.
Yes.
So if a dealer doesn't explain how amazing their product is,
Right.
Google can't find it.
Okay.
So we're bringing the dealers with us and almost teaching them
Good.
and helping them to
Yeah.
do the best possible descriptions.
Yeah.
We will help with the photography. We've got
Yeah.
the leading edge,
Yeah.
360-degree photography
Yeah.
and photo studio, and that combination is helping to lift everything.
Wow. Wow.
forward.
It's fantastic. Rob, how much have you spent?
Tens of thousands on this. A lot of money.
I knew he wouldn't give me a figure. I knew.
That's true.
But
Too
Richard,
polite.
great to see you. Great
Thank you
job.
very
Thanks
much.
a lot.
Really good.
Thanks, David.